What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Road to Chicago YouTube series where I am going to be documenting my journey to a 2:30 to 2:35 marathon at the Chicago Marathon this year. The race is October 11th, which is a Sunday, and you may be thinking 2:30 to 2:35 is a broad goal. Well, that's because I don't race a ton of marathons. I like to do about one, maybe two marathons a year, but really only one of them is usually my A race. That being said, there's a lot of fitness to build, and I'm really not sure where I'm going to end up in that range, but I'm excited for this build, and I'm excited to bring you guys along the journey. First things first, let's get a little life update. A month ago, we had the second annual Stony 100 miles around a track, raising money for youth mental health. This year, we raised over $40,000, which is truly amazing. God has done absolutely wonderful things through this event, but I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. I will be dropping a documentary on this. By the time I drop this video, the Stony 100 doc may already be out, so make sure to check my channel for that. After running 100 miles, I took it slow for a couple weeks and just did more of maintenance miles. And then me and my coach sat down and discussed our goal for the Chicago Marathon. Me and him both think that I can end up in that 2:30 to 2:35 range, and we're really excited to start this build. So to put things into perspective, a 2:30 to 2:35, running a 2:30 would be a 5:47 minute per mile. I'll make sure to put kilometers on the screen as well. Running a 2:35 would be a 5:55 minute per mile. If you would have told myself a couple years ago that I'd even be questioning those paces in a marathon, I'd say you were crazy. So if you're watching this, don't limit yourself. Keep working hard. The results will show and you will see progress. Let's talk about my current marathon PR. My current PR is a 2:44:05 that I ran at the Marine Corps Marathon last October in Washington, D.C. The Marine Corps Marathon is a hilly course. It's not necessarily an easy course. So the fact that I was able to put up a strong 2:44 on a course like that is why me and my coach decided on a 2:35 or under for the Chicago Marathon this year. So why the Chicago Marathon? The Chicago Marathon is a notoriously flat and fast course. There's been several world records broken at Chicago, and this will be my first world major. With my time from Marine Corps last year, I get a guaranteed entry into most world majors, and it's a Boston qualifier. So this year I'm going to be running Chicago. Next year in 2027, I'll be running Boston. But Chicago is fast, it's flat, there's a lot of crowd energy, so I'm just really excited and think it's going to be a great race to put up a huge PR. This series is going to be a lot more than just a training log for the Chicago Marathon. I want each episode to highlight a specific marathon topic so that you guys can learn from each video and take it away into your own training. To give you guys an idea on what my build is going to look like, I'm going to read this message directly from my coach. In June, 5 to 6 days of running with one specific VO2 workout, building up to a 5K PR with one long run, potential workout within run, and 3 to 4 base runs to keep volume up. Top end speed is an absolute weakness of mine, which is why we are starting this build with a more VO2 Max 5K build, just to work on my ceiling. I have a lot of work aerobically and specifically at the marathon pace, but I need to raise my ceiling in order to get to that next level in the marathon. July is going to be a 5K race. I'm racing on July 4th, looking for a big PR there. And then we are building to a 10K and half marathon endurance. Threshold and upper threshold workouts, longer runs, and slightly longer base runs. So just building volume and building on the type of pace that we're working on, moving into more 10K half marathon endurance. August, I'm going to race a 10K and continue building half marathon endurance while transitioning into that marathon specific work. We're going to introduce threshold workouts and tempo workouts, longer runs and longer base building runs with pacing in the long runs. September is going to consist of an early half marathon race, hardest push for marathon fitness with double threshold workouts and tempo runs, biggest long runs and highest weekly volume, 10 to 14 day taper starting at the end of the month, October 11th Chicago Marathon. During my last marathon build, I focused primarily on threshold work and that marathon specific pacing work, which is very important. I think that's the bread and butter to a successful marathon build. However, I think this small focus we're doing on the beginning of the block on more of my ceiling, more of my VO2 max, more of my upper threshold is going to benefit me significantly in the marathon, help me get to that next level, and help me continue just to raise my ceiling. The fact that we're moving into some double threshold work later in the block really excites me. I am going to be brand new to double threshold work, but all of the elites are doing it. It's been seen to pay off, so I'm really excited to see how my body handles it and what comes from it. To kick off the series, I'm going to bring you guys along a VO2 Max session that I had at the track 2 days ago. I do want to apologize in advance. I had my mic plugged into the camera, which messed up the audio on some clips when I wasn't using the mic. So there's going to be no sound on some clips. I'll put a sick overlay song or something on there. Rookie mistake, but you'll get to see the work and the training nonetheless, and I do get to explain the workout and then give a recap that you guys will be able to hear. So we're going to cut to that. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys, we are at the track. We have a VO2 session today. Like I said, that is my main priority as we start this build. Gabby said I look extremely pale right now, so my apologies on that. Summer's just starting. We're working on our tan. But we have a 10-minute warm-up, 10 sets of 90 seconds at VO2 max pace. Should be around a 5 to 5:15 minute per mile, and then a 3-minute recovery. A little bit of a longer recovery, but that's because I'm pushing really hard on those 90 seconds. After that is a 10-minute cool down, and then to finish the workout, 6 by 20-second strides. Strides are great because they don't tax your body a lot. You can work on form, efficiency, and it's just a great way to end your workouts. So that is the session today. Let's get into it.
These four walls are falling down. No one can stop it when it come around. Watch the needle jumping off the chart. Brace yourself, cause it's about to start. Crowd loud like a war. You can feel it through the floor. Feel the thunder from the bass. Ground shake, it's an earthquake.
All right, we are 5 reps in. I'm soaked, stopping for a little bit to fuel. This is one of BPN's Go Gels. So this is giving me some carbs mid-workout, and then I have electrolytes in the bottle, Transparent Labs electrolytes. Oh, it's a hot one.
Left to right, fight or flight. Dawns on me almost every night. Let's go big, we ain't going home. Take it all away, cause it's all we know. Crowd loud like a war. You can feel it through the floor. Feel the thunder from the bass. Ground shake, it's an earthquake. It's an earthquake.
All right, guys, just finished up with the cool down. So now what we have is 6 by 20-second strides. If you're not familiar with strides, they're pretty much short, controlled, accelerated sprints, getting up to top speed and then slowly ramping down. And what they're good for is just working on your mechanics, your stride, your form, and obviously that top end speed. So I have 6 of them, 20 seconds long. What I'll do for the recovery is just stand there until my heart rate fully recovers for that next sprint. So they're not meant to be taxing necessarily, but strides are amazing. Highly recommend you implement them. You can really put strides after any run, easy run, quality sessions. I even sometimes use strides as a warm-up in my quality sessions to get things rolling. But yeah, let's hit some strides. So as I recover from this stride, little workout recap. All things considered, I felt pretty good. Definitely was humbled, but it's just the heat is brutal. But for how hot it was, I felt pretty strong. I mean, wanted the paces to be a little bit faster, but I got what I needed out of that workout. Heart rate was most certainly in zone 5 during those reps. These strides are feeling good. So altogether, good first quality session of the Chicago build. A lot of work to do, but that's why we love it. That's a wrap, team. Gabby, absolute goat behind the camera. We're gonna have to make this a ritual for some hard workouts. Feel like it was some good content for you guys. So see you guys on the next one, episode 2, dropping next week.